Hi, I'm Holly, and today we are going to be doing a full face of favorites. So I'm going to be doing a full face of all my favorite makeups. I love watching other people do full face of favorites. I love seeing what everybody else loves because that's what I want to try. So that's what I'm going to be showing you today. First, I'm going to be doing my brows. I always do my brows before I do anything else. So I use this. This is the ColourPop Brow Boss in the shade Auburn. So it looks just like this. I used to use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and that one runs about $10. And then I saw this a couple weeks ago at Ulta, and it was only $5, and I've been using it like every single day. I love it so much. I asked the girl at Ulta, I was like, have you tried this? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, it's good, right? And she was like, yeah. I was like, I can't believe it's $5. What is going on with my brow right here? I think I need to shave it better. I have good and bad brow days more than I have good and bad hair days. I just like to do this before my foundation because if I do it after, I will just screw up the foundation all around it. So I just like to do a good base, and then I go back later and fix it after I'm done with my foundation. Okay, so my face is super oily on my forehead, and then the thing that bothers me the most is when I put on foundation, you can see all the pores really bad. So I use the POREfessional Pore Primer from Benefit. I know that's a lot of people's favorite. I also really like the Cover FX, their pore primer. Theirs is really good too. And I like the pearl version of this as well. It's really good. I just feel like this keeps me more matte than any other primer that I've tried. And I feel like it goes with any type of foundation. Like, I don't have to worry about the foundation going all splotchy because of the primer, which has happened to me with other primers. So I really like this one. Okay, so now I'm gonna start with my foundation. My very favorite foundation is the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. Looks just like this. So it's about $14 at Ulta. You only get 0.43 ounces, but it really goes a long way. Like, it lasts me just as long as a normal 1 fluid ounce bottle would of another type of foundation, because it just goes so far. I love this foundation because it's super liquidy when you're putting it on, and it doesn't dry down fast, so it gives me lots of time to blend, and I like that about it. So I have natural and vanilla. So this is natural and this is vanilla. I self-tan about once a week, and I'm getting towards about the end of that, so I'm going to use the lighter shade. That's why I keep several different shades on hand so that I can switch up depending on how tan I am. But today we're going to be using the lighter shade. It's called Vanilla. So my very favorite beauty blender is the Real Techniques Beauty Blender. I really like the diamond shaped ones because they can get in all like the little cracks and crevices. I never liked using the back of a beauty blender. I always like using the pointy end for everything. Now I've had to learn to be very careful with this foundation because it'll literally go everywhere if you're not careful. Okay. I love this foundation because it blends in so nicely, and then if you want to build on it, it doesn't ever get cakey or anything. It's just wonderful. And for it being so thin, it has such good coverage. I love it so much. I couldn't think of the word. So I just go my eyebrows, and I'm gonna go just like that. That's another reason why I love this beauty blender. I can get so close to my eyebrows, and I don't have to use a makeup brush or anything. Just like that. Like, one time before, I didn't have I couldn't find my concealer. I was all out of the one that I normally use. I couldn't find any of my others. I just put this under my eyes, and it literally covered everything up. I was like, I don't even need concealer. Holy crap. Okay, I think that's good. Alright, so now we're going to be moving on to concealer. One of my very, very favorite concealers is the NYX HD Studio Photo... the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer Corrector something has a super long name. This was on sale, and I almost didn't try it because I've tried the HD powder from NYX and I just hated it. It was awful, but this stuff is so good. I literally did like, I wanted to find the best concealer for me. I tried so many. I would try like one on one eye and one under the other, and I'd wear it like that to work all day, and I'd check on it throughout the day and see like if it creased, see which one you could see through more. And this was the one that covered the most and had the fewest creases at the end of the day. So I have some others that I love as well, but this is my very, very favorite. And it blends in so nicely. It's not super thick, so it's easy to smooth out. Okay, so now we are going to move on to the setting powder under my eyes. So I have a couple that I really like. One of them is the Flower by Beauty Bakery. Better, not bitter. And then the other one is the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. So I'm going to use the Flower today. It looks just like this. So forever I would use a beauty blender under my eye to pack in the powder, and it was just looking like really cakey. I don't know if I was just doing it wrong or if it just doesn't work for my skin, my face. So I have just started putting it on with a little brush under my eye. And right after I started doing this, I watched a Jeffree Star video and he said he was doing that too, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing something right. Okay, so I'm just going to use a little brush here, just a little fluffy brush, and I'm going to go in under my eyes. And, oh, let me blend this out first. Smooth it out real good so they don't have any creases. I am super picky about setting powder because I get creases up here, so I like to put it a little farther out. And it drives me bananas if I get a setting powder that I put on and then I go to put on bronzer and highlighter, and like I've gotten some powder out here and then the bronzer and highlighter will not stick right there. So I have this like white circle into my bronzer and highlighter. And so if that happens, not happening. I'm not using that. So I've been super picky about which setting powder I've been using. I tried a whole bunch. Okay, so now we are going to move on to setting my entire face. I always use my Stay Matte But Not Flat powder from NYX. Okay, so we are going to set my entire face. My favorite face brush is this Real Techniques super fluffy brush. So I'm just going to go in and just lightly put this all over my face. I like this because it adds a little bit of coverage as well, but it's not like super thick or cakey or anything. Okay, now we're going to keep going. We're going to go to bronzer. My very, very favorite bronzer are the Physician Formula, all their different bronze boosters. I love all of them. Okay, so now we are going to move on to eyeshadow. So my first favorite is a brand that I love, which is Profusion. They sell this at Target and they also have a lot of it at TJ Maxx. And I found this little kit at TJ Maxx and it came with this little eyeshadow. Then it also came with a eyeshadow primer, which I don't really use because I just put concealer on my eyes. And it also came with a little eyeliner pencil, or liquid eyeliner. So I'm going to go in with this. It doesn't have a number, it just says Morphe. Okay, I'm going to go in with the lightest shade, which is Graceful, and I'm going to put that on the crease of my eye. Okay, I'm going to go in with the Morphe M433 brush. And I'm going to go in with this little bit darker shade here. Humble. Like, how pigmented is that, right? I'm just going to go right under my crease. And then blend it up a little bit. Alright, I'm going to go back in with this lighter shade, Graceful, for just a minute and blend it out top here. Okay, I'm going to go on the other side with that same darker color. So now we're going to go in with my second favorite palette. This is the Morphe palette. How cute is that? This is the, oh, it doesn't say what, oh, this is the Natural Glow. This is the Natural Glow 350 palette. And I am going to go in with this peachy shade right here. And I'm going to go all over my eyelid with it. We're just going to go super light and sparkly today. Like, look at that pigment. Holy crap. So I'm going to go in with this Morphe brush right here. And I am going to take Humble under my eye. No, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Bewitch under my eye. Change my mind. This one's a little bit more purple. So now we are going to move into my favorite part, which is highlighter. I had a really hard time narrowing this down to my very favorites because I have a lot of favorite. So my very, very favorite highlighter is Ofra, and my very favorite shade of Ofra is Rodeo Drive. How cute is that? I'm going to take my Real Techniques brush. It looks just like this. Look what a cute little mirror this has. I love these highlighters. They're so soft and creamy. They're just like the most pigmented ever. Now my second favorite highlighter would probably have to be ColourPop. I have a couple different shades, but my favorite is their Super Shock highlighter. So this is Flexitarian, and it's like a golden champagne-y. These are super creamy. I think they're, what are they, $8? So they're a little bit more affordable than Ofra. This one is Over the Moon. It's like holographic a little bit. It's got like little pink shimmers in it. This purple one is called Rocket Science. This one is extra creamy. It's such a pretty purple. And then this last one is called Honeymoon. And it's like an iridescent, but it's got like blue in it. I'm going to put a little Flexitarian on top of my cheeks, on top of where I put that Ofra. Because why not? These highlights are blinding, which is how I like it. My mom was like, rub that in a little bit. And I'm like, no, I just like to lick my thumb and stick my thumb in it and smear it right on. So now we're going to go in with mascara. My very, very favorite mascara is Stila. Stila is one of my favorite brands. I love their liquid lips, which we'll talk about in a minute. But this is the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. If I had to choose a second favorite mascara, it would probably be Perversion by Urban Decay. But yeah, those are my favorites. I used to love like the plastic bristles. I always used those like on Buxom, just any type of plastic brush. And now I just have totally turned around and I only want like the little soft brushes. But I feel like this, like if I have leftover, sometimes I can't get all the glue out if I wore like false lashes. And this like makes it look like there's no clumping ever. Like I've never had an issue with clumping, and normally I do. Like sometimes I don't know how people get their eyelashes. Sometimes I don't know how people get their mascara to not clump, like with certain mascaras. I'm like, this is brand new, why is it clumping? Oh, I just got it on my eyelid. This happens to me like every single freaking day. Are you kidding? This is like every day. You'd think I would get better at this. Okay, so I'm just going to go back in with the little brush that I used to set under my eye, and I'm going to wipe off this mascara. Oh, that's a lot. Dig in there. That's better. Okay, so now that we're done with that, I'm going to do some setting spray. So my favorite setting spray had to be the Ofra Makeup Fixer. If I had to choose a second favorite, it would obviously be the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, but I just feel like this holds your makeup in place more, and sometimes I even use this if I want my makeup to stay on forever. I'll use this after or before I use my Benefit Professional. I'll put this on first because it can be used as a primer. So I'll put that on first, put my Benefit on, do my makeup, and then put it on at the end too, and it will not move. So, and I just love the way it smells. Like, it smells so good. Okay, so now we are going to go into our lipstick. Okay, I only have my mini in front of me, but my very favorite lipstick is this. This is the Stila, what's it called? The Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick. I swear by this lipstick. I tell everyone one time, this is kind of a gross story, I was on antibiotics, so I was like throwing up all the time, and I was like, I just want to look pretty, so I put this on at the beginning of the day. I had to leave work halfway through the day, and I went and threw up, so I brushed my teeth, took a shower, went to bed. I woke up the next day, this lipstick was literally still on my lips. Now, it comes off if you want it to, but if you don't want it to, it's gonna stay on. They're just so creamy. They don't crumble. I can't even feel it on my lips barely, but it's like moisturizing at the same time. And they just have the perfect shades. They have nude ones, they have shimmery ones. I just think these are way underrated and that everybody needs to be using these. So this is the shade Caramello. If I had to choose a second favorite lipstick, it would probably be all the ColourPop, like their satin or matte liquid lipsticks. Those are really pretty and much more affordable than some of the other ones. Okay, I think that is all. So thank you so much for watching. I loved sharing my favorites with you. If you have any questions or you've tried any of these that you love, please let me know. Or if there's something else that's your favorite that you love, let me know. I'd love to try something that somebody else loves as well. But thank you so much for being here and for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!